All right, this is the first collaboration in the history of the KTB podcast. We're here with Mr. Smooth from the city of Ghetto Fabulous, home of the boosters, and the place where we lost the real one, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the 901, the ghetto. I'm 615 favorite nephew. Here are my co-hosts, Peam, Music Prodigy Peam, and Mr. Smooth. Y'all gonna introduce yourselves.
Who want to do first? I can do it. I got you. All right. You already know who it is. It's your boy, Peyton. P from the 803. You know, I'm from here, but I rep my city from South Carolina.
Sure.
Awkward silence is crazy. Hey, you know what? You know what? You know what? You already know who this is. Everybody already knows who this is, man. It's pretty much straight to the point. Who I am, cause I'm just him though. Like I don't know, like, but I feel good about being on this podcast though.
All right, since you're the first one on here, first collaboration, tell us about yourself.
Yeah.
What y'all want to know?
Just tell the people
Um,
they need to know.
Literally, how'd you get
Uh,
here? What inspired you to be here?
so it was crazy. So how I ran into Mike is I seen this reel on Instagram and it was a high school fraternity and I didn't know like kind of stuff exists. So I don't know how I ran into Mike though. Like, oh, he had commented on a video on a reel, and I had messaged him, and I was like, "How you start a high school fraternity?" And he just basically like putting me on, telling me how to for me start a high school fraternity, and then recently he came with the clothing brand. You feel me? And I mean, he's a pretty cool dude, man. You know, smart guy. But
Type shit. How'd you start your podcast? What inspired you to start your podcast?
um, I mean, I used to do a podcast, but I wasn't. I feel like I be having like a lot of valid points on certain situations, and like I think outside the box a lot though. Like just how like before this I was chopping it up with Mike and I was telling him about that Black Lives Matter flag in the back, man.
Mm.
That's crazy, and I got the you feel me? I got the Trump flag in the back. Well, yeah, man. We gonna get into that.
Yo, he
Yeah.
is.
We gonna get into that.
But you got your clothing brand too. You got your clothing brand too. Like tell them
Right,
about.
right. Um, it's kind of crazy how I got into the clothing brand. Is man, the clothing brand is it's kind of crazy because mm, like so I already do music and like I just try to do a lot of stuff that I try to challenge myself as much as possible. Like I try to get a clothing brand. Like not too many people got a clothing brand, but
Mm,
like just like stuff like that, making music. I like to be creative. So
like
yeah, that's what really got me into it. Like, can I make my own clothes?
mm,
So that's what really, yeah.
like just trying to keep yourself off the streets.
Not even that, man. It's easy for me because I fish a lot.
Mm,
And I like fishing and I feel like it's like a stress reliever, honestly. Like your adrenaline shoot through the roof when you really in the fish. Hey, y'all gotta try it though. It's crazy. Yeah. It's
I ain't
easy
never
to
fished
stay off the
before.
streets though. I feel like it's easy to stay off the streets.
Well, this is my first time meeting you. Where are you from?
I'm from Greenville, Mississippi, but I live in Memphis though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, shit.
shout out to Mississippi. Shout out.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. You know,
See, that's what I'm saying. He be ripping his home city. What's so wrong with me doing that?
that's what I'm saying.
Like every time I say 803, it's a problem. Just cause I lived there for 1 year, came here.
1 year. You lived there for 1 year.
Oh, one.
Nah,
That. Hey, it's like a. I feel like there's kind of like a person who say I was born in Hawaii because they parents was in the military kind of thing. That's how I feel like. That's how I feel about that.
He was born in South Carolina and been up here ever since.
Yeah, I've been here.
So you basically,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I still go there every once in a while. I still got family down there, so
Okay, yeah.
still got to rep my city.
Sure, bud.
A little bit.
That's like me repping Mississippi.
But you're not from there.
I got folk down there from. That's where my blood come from.
But you're not. You weren't born there. I was born in South Carolina. And I
Well,
still
let
go
me
down
let
there.
this chair up real quick.
Sure, bud.
But it's okay. It's cool. Just because you from dusty ass little Tennessee, it's okay. We still love Tennessee.
You're the only 10 I see.
Shut Don't say that shit ever again.
Man, they love saying that little joke about Tennessee. You're the only 10 I see. Like,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's overrated. That's overrated. That's overrated.
did y'all see
People in
that
Memphis.
Hawk Took video?
Who?
Yeah.
The Hawk Took.
Oh yeah, I just seen that today for the first time. I just seen it today.
Guess where she from? Guess where she from?
Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Nah.
I think Shaq did something with her or something like that.
Y'all seen something like that? I did see it.
Yeah, and I think that's where I saw it from. Or she was from Tennessee. It was probably like downtown or something like that. Cause
You know what it was? It was down there on Broadway.
I ain't gonna lie. I got a question though.
Yeah.
Y'all asking me all the questions. Let me ask y'all one question. This is the only question I want to ask y'all, man. All right, so a little backstory. I went to college for a week, and we was just having like conversation. We talked about this girl said she'll feel more uncomfortable if she walked down the hallway and it's a group of white guys walking, and it's just her.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a group of white guys walking down. She said, and they look country. She said she'll be more scared than a group of black guys.
Yeah, I feel like. I mean, it's not. I mean, it is stereotypical, but like, I feel like white dudes is more. They just like, if you hear about like raping and shit, is most likely like white dudes or like. I mean, not saying that black dude can't, but I mean, I just feel like a lot more people. Like, if you see it on the news, it's probably gonna be like a white dude or something like that. And I just feel like, they feel more comfortable like around, but like black dudes they'll say something or like they'll look at you, but they won't like they not gonna do nothing to you. But like if a white dude, it just kind of feels uncomfortable. I mean, as a black woman and it's a white dude who got who got more power, you know? That's how I think about it.
Well, we all know who got the more power, but we ain't gonna get into that story.
Wait. Let's talk about it. Who got the most power?
I think
white man.
No, I was just talking about this with my other friends a couple of days ago. I say like out of like all the people on this earth, I feel like white women have the most power.
Come on now.
Cause like you can like if somebody so called rape them, it don't matter who it is. If it's a white dude, a black dude, they it's automatically kind of over.
Wait. Let me cut you off with that. You said a white woman. Women in general have like if a woman called the cops right now and let's say she said this guy just raped me, they gonna automatically believe the woman before they believe the man. It depends on like who go to the cops first kind of deal. Yeah. And the woman always because her feelings attached to everything. So I feel like that's why she gonna a woman gonna always win, dude. I'm telling y'all that right now. But back to what Peyton was saying.
Some cold hard evidence. Like, have you seen?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That little thing. It was on Netflix for a while. It was called.
When they see us.
Was it about them 5 boys in
the Central Park 5?
Yeah, them. So the white girl accused all 5 of them boys of raping her, and then like it was not true at all. And then the dude that was he was with his girl, and his friends was like pull up to the park. He got the most time, and he could have just sat home with his girl. He would have been in jail at all. That's crazy to me. He got the dude that was supposed to be with his girl. Got the most time. He didn't even do he didn't do shit. Like he really wasn't supposed to be like he really didn't want to go.
He had a
I was
harsh
like,
than
that's crazy to
everybody
me.
else.
Yeah, he had more time than everybody else.
Mhm.
But I think all of them, like, I mean, money, they be trying to get money and shit. Like, money is not everything. That nigga lost half his fucking life over some bullshit. Like,
Mhm.
giving him money not gonna like that's not gonna give him half his life back.
Yeah.
So let me ask y'all a question. Would you feel more safe with a group of black people coming at you or a group of white people?
Black people.
Well,
Black people?
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
Cause I just feel
let me just say this. Let me just say this. I would feel more nervous with a group of black guys
Why say that?
I feel like it depends
because
on the
because
situation.
listen. Let me just say this. A, lo- a lot of young black guys get easily influenced by these rappers. They want to do everything a rapper do: tote guns, sell drugs, do drugs, all that kind of stuff. And I feel like honestly, if a group of black people like behind me, like I don't know, like it lucky made me feel nervous, like over the edge, low key. I think because I'm light skinned, I never really dealt with no racism towards no white people though. And I lived in Mississippi, so I don't know.
Saying that from you from Mississippi, you really haven't encountered something. It's kind of crazy because I mean I feel like that's kind of like in certain places it's kind of like stereotypical racism, like Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee.
Mhm.
It's kind of
Mhm.
like stereotypical racism, like well people think so. Because I really haven't encountered like real racism either, like somebody just blatantly being racist. Other than
Yeah.
like when you remember when we were down in the choir trip and the little I mean she didn't know no better. It was like a little white girl. She was like
Yeah.
5 years old. And she turned around, she was like, they're
Mommy,
all
you're black.
brown. Yeah. And I was like and she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. She doesn't know any better. I was like, okay.
And that's
Oh
like
man.
like she wasn't used to seeing black people
Yeah.
often. Like we were the only majority black people there singing.
Like literally we were probably like the only black people there. She was like, they're all brown.
I
It
would have
was
laughed.
hilarious because it was like dead silence because we were supposed to be quiet because the other kids were singing and like she was like they're all brown. It took everything in me not to laugh at that little girl because like she didn't know no better. It was dead silent. I was crying.
Yeah, I probably would have laughed. I'm not ain't gonna lie.
But like me personally, I do feel more safer around my own people, because black people, we all connect. Like anywhere we can go, I'll give you the little, dab up, whatever you want to call it. And just we all just gonna connect, cause that's just us. We connect as a people. But compared to some white folk, they could be some rednecks. We trying out to get me, trying to hang people.
See,
Um,
wait. Let me elaborate on what you just said. Okay, so you say you'll be more comfortable around black people. I wasn't saying that black people are just like bad people. I'm just saying it's certain ones, and particularly the younger ones, like they head not on right though. Like you don't know
oh,
what
it's
their intentions
it's
might
a
be. They might
lot of
steal
them
your
now.
car. They might try to rob you or something like that. I just like I'm not being racist towards them or nothing like that, but
In this
you feel me? Like
generation,
some
it's a
like some of
lot of
the
shit like
some of the
this
nicest people you will meet will be white people.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep it real.
Issues, y'all know how it is,
always.
right? All right, Smooth, you can get back to what you was talking to.
But what I was saying, like white people will be like the nicest people like you'll meet sometimes, like and black people too. But I'm just saying like the young guys though, like you never know like what kind of timing they on. Like,
I feel
and
that
black
because I
people
feel
be
like
doing it to themselves though. A black person will rob another black person instead of robbing a white guy.
literally, they're not even that. Like I just feel like a lot of the. I think this is probably gonna get into one of the topics that we talk about later on, but the social media shit, like you said, or like later, you said they like to copy the rappers and shit, and I feel like that's really one of some of the main reasons like why we in
Yeah.
some of the places that we in now. Because I mean, everybody just want to be a rapper, like they want to be a gun toter, like that
Right.
shit not cool.
Yeah.
Like going to get a real job, like niggas think nowadays like going to get a real job is a bad thing, like or like being not being a rapper or not being a YouTuber, like just something like that is it's a bad thing.
You know what? I was watching this Find Your Match, and the guy he was describing like like when you introducing yourself, they was like, where you work, and he was like, it was some kind of warehouse, and they started laughing, like, you feel me, like regular jobs just don't exist no more, like I feel like
Literally,
you got to be realistic though, like not everybody about to be a YouTuber, not everybody about to be a rapper.
Everybody ain't gonna make it.
Somebody got to get a legitimate job or trade or something. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I feel about it.
Well,
and
like
like
the influencers.
nowadays people be like they be one of this NBA player, like
Yeah,
every female not finna get that, like, and half
yeah.
these females don't even be worth it, like who do you think, like they not finna go after you,
Mm-hmm.
y'all niggas, y'all really just there for the money, like half them
Like,
like they not even like really there for you, they there for the money, so that's why you got to be careful, like especially like some of the dudes in the NBA now, because like they got to be careful because hey, you have to get by one of these kids and now you got to pay child support, and
mm,
because you're an NBA player you got to pay buku amount of money because that's your child, and now you got to pay, and now you an NBA player, you get to pay millions, so now you got to pay
yeah.
millions to the baby
Mm-hmm.
mama. So like you just got to be careful with stuff like that because like stuff can put you in a sinkhole.
But
And,
like,
and
Cardi
like,
up to they looking up to the Sexy Red, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, always somewhere shaking their ass, doing this and that. Like those are the influences. Like those are the role models. And then like y'all saw how the social media is a great influence. You got our boys looking up to NBA, YB, um, Trippy Red, Ken Carson. Like everybody. Like it's hard out here.
I mean, like I said, there's nothing wrong listening to these people, but like you can't make
Idolize
your
them.
you like literally you can't make your personality based off of them because that's not, they got there off of, not, I wouldn't say pure luck, but like that's something they really passionate about. And some of them is kind of luck. TikTok
Mm-hmm.
TikTok is really blowing, like a lot of people up is that don't
All you
need to
need
be
is one
blown up,
video.
literally. And like because of that, it just makes it just blows a lot of black bad influence, people that are bad influences up on the internet, and because like they do some dumb stuff, and then it go viral, and then somebody else go see it and then they want to do it too, so
Mhm.
but I
And
feel like y'all probably never thought about it like this. It's a sexy red in every family. Somebody always trying to be like that one auntie or that one cousin that's always out partying, doing stuff like sexy red do it. But she just don't have like the fame like sexy red got. But I feel like it's bad, dude. And us just talking about it not gonna really change nothing. But like I hope when our generation get older, they start to understand that that's not it, dude.
I
That's
mean,
not how you find a man. That's not how you
not
do
even
that.
that. Half these kids can barely freaking read, and
come
they
on,
talking
who?
about some my coochie pink, my booty hole brown. Like,
They can't read,
what are
can't
you? What are
spell.
you talking about? Like, you can't even read a book. Like, you can't read the first page of a book talking about your coochie pink, your
And the
booty, your
worst
brown.
thing is they reading on a fifth grade reading level though.
Literally, like, how about you
Fifth
go learn
grade.
your ABCs? Like, stop.
See,
And
I work with
it be
kids.
little ass kids too. I be so I go to the skating rink every Friday. I'm skating around. They playing the regular music. It's kind of like a club. Like, if I'm being honest, it's kind of like a kids club
Right,
basically.
right, right, right.
So they playing these music. It's these 5, 7, 9 year olds like listening to Sexy Red, listening to all this prerogative music. Like, that's gonna influence them. If you're not old enough to an age to comprehend, yeah, I can listen to this, but this is not how I'm supposed to act. Then it's gonna influence you
Mm,
because I can play all the video games I want. I play GTA, like Call of Duty, but like if you're old enough, that's why the games are rated certain things, because like if you're mature enough to know not to do certain shit. Like you can play the game all you want, but you're not like you're not gonna let it influence you because you're old enough age. But because these kids is 5, 6, 7 years old listening to this ratchetness,
You
I
know what
mean,
it is. You know what it is. It's the parents, dude. It's the parents. The parents not on their kids like our parents was on us like when we was coming up.
literally.
It was a phrase when
It's
I was
like it started with the parents though.
y'all
And,
remember the
and
phrase, it takes a village to raise a child. Like
Yeah, yeah.
nowadays, there is no village.
Like it's like people like around just like some people are really bad influence, but some people are good though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And let's talk about your parents for a minute. Like this is one of our topics. Like they
Mm.
come to the school smelling like weed, come up there with their pajamas, come up there in a bonnets. Some of them go to church in a bonnets and pajamas, then had the audacity to go to Walmart in it. They just ghetto. Now, if I go to church in some pajamas, probably got my ass tore out the frame.
Mm.
That's how I was raised.
Mm. I ain't gonna lie though. I feel like that's very unprofessional and that's very they like people when black people do that, dude, they on it. They're not doing nothing but pushing the narrative on black people. Like they will like
Creating
we gonna keep
stereotypes.
doing this. Like when I be like you'll see like some people doing it and you just be like, come on, man. You don't see nobody else. You don't see that many people walking in the store with no bonnet on their head, dude. And house shoes. Okay, here we go. House shoes, biker shorts, uh, bikini. You ain't got nothing to go over there. You got the what else they be having on?
Cookie Monster pajamas ain't nothing else. Like,
Pajamas, dude. Like think about y'all grandma. Would y'all grandma come out the house like that?
no,
oh,
it was always Sunday best. So I look at least if it was something like that, would be a
decent,
little moves.
literally like
Wait, hold on one second. Let me plug this computer up real quick.
You good. But it's a different time than we was raised up. Cause shoot, if you were like asking me about the music when we was growing up, I remember Kids Bop, Whipping Nene, Hit the Quan, and stuff like that. That was just enjoyable for all kids. And I don't
literally because like I
even
mean
know like graphic songs. That's talking about they pussy and they dick and all that. I don't remember that. I don't.
literally like in my parent like even if we did listen to that like my parents would be like don't sing that, don't
Mm,
listen to that. But
yep.
like because like now that I'm older I'll like go back and listen to some of the music that I used to listen to and I'll be like oh this is what my mama told me not to listen
Yep.
to. 'Cause I'm like oh it's a little crazy but
You
like
know, like we listened to the songs, but we didn't understand it. It was like the one Beyonce song. I'm thinking about it. Grinding on that wood. Grinding on that wood.
oh a lot of Beyonce songs are crazy
Surfboard.
because what's that what's that song is it the same song?
But when we were saying the lyrics, we didn't really mean what we were saying. We were
We
just
didn't even know.
vibing with the song.
Literally,
Uh-huh.
like
Until your mama say, and then until your mama say, don't say that no more.
Mm-hmm.
literally.
That's when you know don't say that.
Mm-hmm.
Now the parents don't have as much power as they used to back then, man.
Oh, don't.
Yeah, these kids don't care no more. Yeah, that's why we doomed. I
Okay.
mean, but like also it's like even just saying some like even just saying stuff like this, they'll like come up with an argument. I mean, it's just unprofessional. Like they'll be like, well, y'all are black too. Why are we getting shunned? I mean, cause like I mean, just some of the stuff y'all do is just dumb.
Making
I
it hard
feel
I'm
like
like
for black people.
I'm not justifying racism, but like
I'm justifying it.
the stuff y'all do is just
I'm
dumb.
justifying. I'm justifying it. I think I'm
Areas
a
to the
little bit
left.
racist. I feel like you can call it racist if you want to, but I feel like I'm just like I expect more out of my people, dude, and
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
we just let each other down every time.
It's like it's a slap in the face to Dr.
Huh?
King,
Huh?
Malcolm X, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman. The list goes on and on.
If you think about it, black people now ain't did nothing that our ancestors be proud of today.
Come on.
I
Like
mean,
it's
other than
far for
like
us
the
to
little
have the
protests when George Floyd, I mean, and that shit ain't really make
I
nothing
feel like
difference.
something was fishy about the George Floyd situation anyway. Cause I heard that cop didn't really kill him.
Your take
And
on it?
get wait, I'm all right. I'm gonna start with this. I heard he was a well known criminal, and where was he from? Minneapolis. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Like, and he was a well known criminal. He was using counterfeit money, and I heard he was on fentanyl. Now, fentanyl has been proven to kill a lot of people. He swallowed this. This is what I heard. He swallowed the fentanyl, and I'm not sure if they did an autopsy or not, but he swallowed the fentanyl and he suffocated. Now, the police department's policy was to put they foot on and I mean their knee on somebody's neck to show like some kind of restraint. And I feel like looking back on it when we was kids and we used to play cops and robbers, we used to do the same thing
to an extent.
Mhm.
to a certain extent. But I just I feel like black people so quick to be so sensitive about when a white person kill a black person, but we killing each other every day and nobody saying nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy, but like I feel like the reason I say like what you were saying is proven wrong is because well maybe it wasn't proved like well I'm saying proven wrong because they fired him or
Mm-hmm.
well he went to jail so like that's why I was saying like it could have
Because
really
all
have
the
been
black
that
class.
that's what I was gonna say. I mean just because like black people were uproar but I just didn't like it in the first place. It just felt weird.
But what I heard was that was their policy to show that was on their policy as a restraint. That's what I heard though. But
I mean but if it was a policy then he would have got fired.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how like how much black people said or said something, they would have said this is our policy, yada yada yada. They wouldn't have just
think
they would have
about
threw
this
him in
though.
jail.
If a lot of people calling up to that police department complaining, they protesting, of course they gonna fire him so they can get the spotlight off him, and they had to pay a couple $1 million in settlement to his family.
Mm-hmm.
So
And like
And then also I
2020.
feel like another thing that debunks like what you saying is like his wife divorced him like I just feel like it's certain things that you know are inhumane. Like it's just stuff like that because like I just feel like it wasn't really called for. Like even if he was like a well known criminal, he wasn't really doing nothing. It was I just think it was uncalled for. Even though like you a real known criminal, it wasn't cause for like it didn't cause for all that.
Mm-hmm.
but I understand what you're saying, but you gotta understand it from both perspectives. Now, what I'm saying is, I heard that he swallowed a bag of fentanyl. Now, fentanyl is proven to kill people like that, though. Like they can't breathe, like, and it's videos of this. And I I feel like you know what, I'm gonna take it upon myself, and I'm gonna tell somebody to put their knee on my neck, and I see, because I think both. I'm thinking there and back, dude. Like I don't know. I just can't believe when nobody tell me and not do my research on it. So,
Mm-hmm.
I feel that.
Like there's always two sides to the story.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like 2020 was the most time that I've seen black people come together just as one, and the most I've seen Black Lives Matter signs in yards and other stuff.
For the wrong reason though.
Mm-hmm.
The people were I forget the word. They was what's that word? What they were doing to the stores? They was going in grabbing stuff like
Oh,
come
looting.
on, like
Writing.
that's yeah,
No, he
riding.
was talking about
That's not
looting.
no yeah, looting. That's not no. You don't do that when you protesting. It's supposed to be a peaceful protest and
But I
like you
heard
said,
most of that shit was white people. Like they was trying to disturb the peace and shit. I heard most of it was white people. Like they
yeah,
was
it
they
probably
was
was.
they was doing stuff to make it seem like it wasn't a peaceful protest.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, like I'm not saying because I don't. I don't know who it was. So like, I mean, that's just based off of speculation or like what the news was saying. But I that's what I heard. Most of it was white people. But like, even if it wasn't, it's just certain stuff that like you try to make light in the dark, but people just keep covering it up.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
I mean, and I say this all the time, like black people could be like, we all seen Black Panther. Black people could be in Wakanda, like we just don't know
Clearly.
how to work. We just don't know how to work together. Like if we work together, like this shit, we could really like rule this fucking earth. Like,
I feel like it's too late for that.
Killing each
oh,
other.
it is, it is,
It's
it
too
is.
late for
We're
that.
doomed. We're
It's too
doomed.
late. It's too late for this, man.
We're
Like
doomed.
black people can't stick to. Every time black people get together, it's either a shooting, an argument. It's either somebody get mad and somebody leaving. It's always something with black people though.
We're
Unless you
doomed.
unless you get
And
around even the black people with like the rapper, man. Hey, I don't know, man. We gotta do better. It's too late. It's
I
over with.
mean, not even that. I mean, not even just on black people. Little kids in general, these
Oh,
niggas are so
We are doomed.
like some of these kids are genuinely remedial. Like they don't know. Like after like me and Micah, our freshman this year, when I seen them niggas, I was like, half of these kids are remedial. Like they all have like some type of IEP or something. Like no
504,
disrespect to
they
people
got
like no disrespect to people like that, but like half like 75% of the freshmen of our freshman class had an IEP or something wrong with them.
something.
Like some type of ADHD, some type of special need, or like they're just remedial, like they have um what is it called, dyslexia, or like they have some type of learning disability. And it just is like, if all these little kids, but like I like, you can't really blame that because they all they do is sit there, watch Coco Melons,
and
Casa
eat junk.
nigga, I Show
And eat
Speed,
junk.
like listening to dumbass music, and like just it's really not, it's not their fault, but like half of it's their fault, and then half of it's like the parents' fault and the
Mhm.
generation. I mean, it's
I
just
disagree
brain
with you
rot.
on that because they're young, their brain not fully developed. You might think it is, it's not fully developed. So whatever they parents tell, like their parents are feed, like I'm not gonna put nobody on blast, but I know somebody that feed their kids junk. Like they eat junk more than they eat real food. And I feel like all them chemicals they putting in this food nowadays, like they gonna have side effects. So with 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 the food you eating, for instance, the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. If you eat a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich, the next day you might want another one.
Mhm.
You start to get too addicted to it, and side effects might rub off on you that you don't even know nothing about.
But
And
like,
this is why I love the Boondocks so much. They was speaking some real ass shit, and like it really like clicked to black people, like they had a chicken episode, basically basically like what the Popeyes things was. Like people was the line was across the thing, and then I think the chicken ended up having something in it, and like people was getting sick and shit. And I ever since then I was like, they need to bring Boondocks back, because
mhm.
like a lot of the shit that's happening now, the Boondocks will be on that shit. Like they'll have both sides, white people side, black people side, and just have two different perspectives, but like it'll be true to what it is.
Like another thing, like they've been telling us for years, stop eating Takis, them hot Cheetos, and them ramen noodles. Like, but what? We still eat them. And another thing about the chicken, I remember it. What was it? They cloned Tyrone. They talked about it too. Talking about how they was putting stuff in the chicken and this and that.
But like also
A
stuff like
lot of
that.
that stuff they grow in the lab anyway, though. Like some of that stuff, like right now, like I'm fasting right now, and I've been like when you fast for a certain amount of time, dude, you start to feel like way better. Like y'all notice, like after you eat a meal, you get like, oh, I don't feel like doing nothing.
Ready to
Yeah,
go
you
to
get
sleep.
tired. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Food's supposed to energize you. Food's supposed to be like your recharge.
Mm-hmm. And
We
like
get
that's
tired from eating
because
food.
we're not eating the food that God called food. We eating these GMOs, stuff that's made in the lab, and this and that. Too busy to eat, too busy trying to eat them little Debbie cakes and them chicken sandwiches and all that.
I mean, but like, I'm gonna go to this. You see how all that stuff is less expensive? Like, let's it's built to keep black people down.
Black
It's
people,
built to
yep.
keep black people dumb. Like that's what it's built for. It's like but we keep buying that shit. It's still it's gonna mess with our head. Like
You know
it's
what?
built like that stuff is built to it's built it's made to do what it's doing now to
Mm-hmm.
keep black people brain rot and brain dead.
They know what they're doing, and like the healthy stuff you can't buy on food stamps, which majority of the black people got is food stamps. Only thing they can buy is little junk food and this and that. If
Literally.
you actually look out the layout of some of these stores, they're all made the same. Cause you're known to walk around these directions, which is why you see clothes and you're gonna see that junk food in the way you walk around in these stores.
Mhm.
It's called supply and demand. It's built a certain way for a reason.
That's I agree with everything y'all just said, but man, like what Peyton was saying, like church of chicken, dude, you can get two pieces of chicken for like $2, dude, and they chicken like it's greasy,
Great.
is dude,
I
like
can't eat.
it is crazy, dude. The kitchen is nasty, dude. That's why like I lucky stopped eating fast food, dude. I worked at this restaurant for one day. I looked at the kitchen, dude. Oh no, I couldn't. Nah, man. I just like I fell back on
Literally.
fast food, man, a
If you
lot.
work if you work at some of these places, it's roaches. It
Mm-hmm.
like the place is moldy. Like it
Yes,
just you
yes,
really gotta you bro. It's not even it's in your face and
yes.
like it's
And
just
like
stupid because
cookout
we
ain't no
don't see.
better. You can get about 10 things for $5. Cookout is not no better. And
Cookout
I hate to say it. We worked in the stadium. I wouldn't eat that food. Only,
stadium.
only I ate that food at
Yeah,
that
we
stadium.
worked at the Nissan Stadium for a while because like we were doing some stuff to get money
Mm.
and we were working at the concession stands and the stuff that
Hmm.
we like the where the food was and I also feel like the food okay we all know the food is bad but like I'm looking like I'm the type of guy that because like after the game was done they threw all that food away. It was like hella chicken, hella fries. They just threw it away, and I was like, and later than that, I asked my dad, I was like, why don't they just get this to homeless people? I mean, I know some of this stuff is like meant to like brain rot, but like it's people out here hungry. They don't give a fuck about none of that. Like
No.
these niggas just sit here like starving to death. Like give some of this food to the homeless people instead of just throwing it all away and letting it go to waste.
Right? They wouldn't
You
even
you
let
know you know what another thing black people do that blows my mind.
What's up?
Every, hey, every time we at a special event or we somewhere where it's a lot of people and it's food involved, we tend to we tend to go to the salad like we always eat salad.
I ain't never, bro, because they be
I
trying to
don't do it.
offset it.
Like they trying to they trying to put on a front like they eating health.
Literally.
always got that one vegan cousin.
Yes, 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 dude. I ain't gonna lie, like that's crazy to me though. Like how people just act like they just on a diet or something. Like all of a sudden, to avoid people looking at you a certain way. But
Mhm.
what I was gonna say is I was gonna ask Mike a question. Like, so what did Black Lives Matter do for people do for the black community that you know about?
Right. Actually, I heard like the different sides of the story. Like I heard the Black Lives Matter movement was started by a single mother who was just trying to get back at people. You know what I mean? Like it just there's different sides to the story. Black Lives Matter, like do it like all lives matter, yes. But when we talk about Black lives, where are we pertaining to? Because like you said earlier, we're killing ourselves and like we killing black on black, got these gangs and this and that. And like we're doing it to ourselves.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like even because I feel like even back then it was just like always like you can't even really say just that like now like what have black people done for each other. I mean, it's a lot of things black people have done for each other, but like it gets
Not as a whole.
overlooked.
Not as a whole.
It gets shadowed though, because
Mhm.
like if I'm being honest,
Give me one of them.
if we're gonna speak about that, then let's speak about like how there was like people like other black people like in the Black Panther Party. There was black people that used to go to the meetings and then and then go talk to the white people about what we was doing. Even in the Black Lives Matter shit, that it was like spies. Like they would go to the meeting saying that they are a part of the Black Lives Matter or the Black Panther Party, and then go tell to the white people. So like if we can say that now, then we can say that for back then too, because like it's always gonna be that one black person that think, you know. I mean,
So like I actually heard, I want to say Dr. Umar talk about it. It's like we have the plantation mindset because everybody was working on the field picking cotton or whatever they was picking, but you always had that one slave that will just mess up the plan. Always gonna go back and go run and go tell massa what was happening. And yes, it happened back then, the Black Panther Party and the Black Lives Matter movements. Cause that's just saying it's always that one person that's gonna mess up.
literally, like it's been like, dang, that's crazy to say because it's been happening for generations. It's always gonna be that
It's
one
at the
person
slave.
that just mess it up for everybody.
What
Hmm.
y'all probably didn't hear about is the founder of the Black Lives Matter thing is she would it was a guy or it was a woman.
It was a woman, I think.
She was spending money on OnlyFans. She was spending money at the designer stores, all kind of stuff. And my
Oh no,
question
I
is
heard about that
how?
shit on the news.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. How is
She
that
wasn't,
going to
yeah, she wasn't
benefit
spending
the
the
black
money on black
community?
people. She was spending it on herself,
Her personal finances. Now
literally.
that's crazy to me. That's why I don't believe in Black Lives Matter. And I feel like I'm a little bit racist, but I mean it's fine with me though,
Hmm.
because I feel like black people don't have the power to be racist.
What do you mean?
That's what I feel like. Black people, we
I
never
agree
had
with
the
you on that
power
one
to
too.
be racist.
You said what?
After all the racism that's been done to us, we can't be racist.
Hmm.
That's how I feel about it.
Like we got taken from our land. We was doing fine and okay, we was doing good in Africa until the white man came over there, like seeking the resources and took us. So that means we got captive, we got stolen, and got put on the ships, which everybody didn't make it on the ships. Some people jumped and some people did other things. Like you took
But
us from our land where we doing good, where they say we was pharaohs, kings and queens, and princes and princesses, but now we're over here and we're forced to work and forced to convert to your religion, the white man's religion, and other stuff.
so to touch on what you said, I'm a so the first thing you said was see, I feel black people were already some black people were already here. Like a lot of all black people didn't come from Africa. Like this just like me saying like um all Mexicans go back to Mexico. Like some Mexicans were born here. Like and then what else he just said? Oh yeah. Um but yeah, that's just how I feel like some black people are already here though. And they just like white people came and took over like they always do. But hey.
So how do
And
you?
what else you said, Mike?
I don't know. I was just talking. But what you say, Peyton?
I was gonna say, how do you feel about white people? Like, what do you like? Do you really? Are you? have you picked a side, or like do you believe what you believe? Because like yeah, basically that's what.
Oh, I just remember what he was saying. He was talking about the white man's religion. Me personally, I don't have a religion. I just because God is not a religion. He's a spirit. Like so, I don't have no religion, but I believe in God though. If that makes sense.
I get what you're saying, like, because like
Yeah.
people make stuff into a religion. Religion is not really that, like, being a Christian is not supposed to be being a Christian is not supposed to be a religion. You're like, how am I supposed to explain it?
But growing up in a black household, that's what you grow up as though.
Yeah, but
Until
like,
you get old enough with sense.
just because you're not a Christian doesn't mean you can't believe in God. Like, you like it's put under a house to make you learn different things, but you can do that without like being in church or something. Because like you can learn the Bible, but you don't go to church. Like,
But
it
I'm a
a
doesn't
thing
specifically say in the
I'm
Bible
like
that you
that.
have to go to church to be like.
a thing that always puzzled my mind about church is we gotta pay. I feel like this. Okay, let me back up a little bit. It's beyond paying. I'm coming to church to listen to another man read the Bible that I can read at home.
Mhm.
And not
Not
even
even
that,
that.
we they like black, like okay, like going to black church. You you find out that the deacon probably sleeping with one of the members. It be stuff like drama, like you
Mhm.
feel me? Like
But like, not even that. When you say we gotta pay in the Bible, they didn't, like, it says pay 10%, but that 10% wasn't money. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
I
Like,
feel like
don't
I
quote me
feel
on
like
that.
the 10% can be your faith, your commitment to God, and I
the
feel like
the 10% was like food and stuff.
Yeah,
Because
like
the ten
at that time
percent
they gave what they had.
back then in the Bible, the 10% was they would give food to the church, and I think they would give it to like the homeless. Or it was something like that. But 10%, I don't. I'm pretty sure
I
if
don't think
I'm
money
remembering correctly,
existed back then.
the 10% wasn't supposed to be money.
I don't think the money existed because they did a lot of trading back then. If
Yeah.
from what I'm mistaken.
Like some people just forget like where we was raised. I was they always talk about like the church isn't the building. A building is a building. Like the church are the people. That's what I mean. Like we come together, the three of us can be here, we can worship. Like this will be church. This can be our church. Cause like just because I go to Baptist, Church of Christ, Missionary, Church of God in Christ, that's just a building and that's just a name under a man-made person. Like he was talking about how we go to church to hear someone preach, like to read something that we can read ourselves. But that takes me back to slavery too, because like we had the one slave that can read, and that was the preacher, and they
Mm.
read the book that was from the master, which was talking about slaves be obedient to your master. So like that was another thing. A man-made Bible is what they read.
I never thought about it like that.
Oh, back to what I was saying. How do you feel? I kind of no, I really don't. How do you feel about white people and how do you feel about black people? Like,
Okay,
that's
okay.
because I kind of get you, I kind of got your flow, but I don't.
Right,
I'm
right.
kind of
Okay,
loose.
so this is my thing with white people. I feel like everything white people do have a political purpose. Everything like some white people they can help not to be racist, but I feel like it's already in their blood. Like they can act like it depends. I feel like it depends on how you brought up. Like to go back what y'all was saying earlier, like she said, like Mike was saying, like the little girl turned around and she said, "Y'all were brown, y'all brown. These people brown." She wasn't used to seeing brown people. So if a white person not used to being racist, then I don't think that's what they're gonna do. But black people, like what I was saying about black people, like the young black people, like that's what really they the future. We the future. You feel me? Like we still young. And the way we headed right now, dude, it's not looking good. Like I'm not racist to young black people, but I feel like we can do better. And I feel like aside of me feeling like it's too late, like we screwed.
Okay.
Black people, all the young black guys, some of them, They all they like gang bang, tow guns, kill people, have this little beef. Like back when I was growing up, dude, like it was a lot like it was a lot like you fight, it's over with. We squashed it, we shake hands. But now I feel like it's
Guns.
it's for the females, dude. I think that's what it is. It's the
Not really.
females.
And
It's
well,
the females.
I agree with that, but
Because
I
the
feel like
females gonna lean towards the guy that got a gun and he in the gang because she think they look cool. She won't lean to a guy. She won't lean towards a guy with a job. He got his car. She won't. I feel like it's the females though. Like
that
they like
and this generation, they just weird. Like I was at a pool party. Nobody like I feel like everybody's just so scared to do something because they think they gonna get they like somebody's gonna say something. They're this generation is so insecure about themselves. Like
mm,
I was at a pool party. It's a pool party. You're supposed to be in the pool. Half the niggas wasn't in the pool. Like they were just walking around. Like where do you? It's a pool party.
they
Like
put on their clothes, come out the house, find them a ride to get there to mean mug other guys, and basically start something. I feel, dude.
that's what
Like
I'm saying. Like you were at a pool party to have fun. Why are you sitting like
I don't
on the
understand.
side not doing anything? It's a pool party for a reason. You're here fully dressed
Not
for
getting no
what?
food, man. That's crazy.
Hmm. Well, like to sum up what Smooth was talking about, when I got a couple points down, like racism is taught, and I think it's kind of like brainwashed because I was hearing somebody speak like the Republican Party was for black people, but like now we got this reputation where majority of us black people are Democrats, but when we used to be Republicans, and like it seems like they took prayer out of
We
school.
got a couple more seconds left, so
Now that's crazy that they took prayer out of the school. That's kind of crazy to me.
Yo, when they took that school, that's when we were just doomed.
I feel like that's you remember. I don't know if y'all still do it in Nashville, but we don't even stand up. They don't even do the Pledge of Allegiance no more.
oh yeah,
No.
I used to do that in elementary school.
All
All right,
right.
so back to what we were saying. Pleasantly to the flag. The last time I did that was at this camp I just went to this summer.
I've been to a
I was
camp
at
this
this
summer. We didn't
aviation
even
camp.
do it.
I was at the aviation. It was the aviation camp, and they made we was it we did the pledge of allegiance, then we prayed, or it was the other way around, something like that. That's the last time I did it. I didn't even remember it. I haven't done the pledge of allegiance. I think since first grade or kindergarten. It was either one of them.
I
I
think last
haven't done the
I
pledge
did
of
it was
allegiance like
fourth, was the fourth grade.
I haven't done it since like
The last
first.
time I did it about fifth grade.
Shit, when we did it, I didn't even remember. I was like, I was, I was mumbling and shit. I was mumbling and shit. I was like, and half the time, even if like the national anthem is playing, I don't
I never knew the national anthem.
literally.
I know about two lines. That's it.
I know the last two. For the
I
land
ain't know
of
that.
the free.
Oh,
Is that true? Not
right.
really. I
Oh
be
man.
like, we're standing up for a song based off of lies, but okay.
Like that actually ties us into the school system. Like there is like no more authority in the schools. Like it was something that happened in Antioch, Tennessee, where a substitute teacher took a student's phone and she sprayed him with pepper spray.
Huh? Like the students spray the teacher?
I agree. I partially
Yeah.
agree to disagree with that because I feel like going to school, like I feel like nobody should be able to take a phone that they didn't pay for. But I feel like like it's how you do things. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like she he or she the teacher could have been like, hey, y'all know y'all not supposed to have y'all phones out while I'm teaching. Just put it away, or just if you're gonna be on it, just try to let me not see it. Or versus some teachers, they try to do their job because I mean, that's all they got. That's probably all they got. Like
I
that's
mean,
their
I
only
feel
source
like
of
they care
income.
too much. Like, if that kid wants to be on his phone and not learn shit, then
Let
by
them.
all means do it. Cause I don't care. I like my parents be saying they already got their degree. They trying
Come
to teach
on.
you to get yours.
But you
Come
gotta
on.
think,
You wouldn't get off.
you gotta think further than that though. When if like okay, let's say they didn't learn, the student didn't learn nothing. This test come up, they get a zero. It's gonna be the teacher's fault because it's gonna look like the teacher ain't taught them nothing.
You're right.
See?
But I mean, like, where do you get that equal median at? Cause if you tell them to put their phone up, a lot of these kids are disrespectful. They like, I ain't putting my phone up.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
But as
way.
soon,
It's a
but
way
as
you
soon
could
as
do
they
stuff.
fail, but if as soon as they fail that shit, it's gonna be a problem. You know?
It's a
Yeah,
different.
it's a way. It's a way you can do it.
Like me and Peyton, we attended charter school, so like our phone had to go in the yonder pouch, so it had to go in the little
Them,
pouch and
you
get
know them
locked
niggas
up.
tried to make me pay for that shit.
Oh, he
I
had
didn't. I didn't ask for no. I didn't ask for no yonder pouch. I'm not paying. I'm not paying for shit. If I lose this yonder pouch, that's on y'all. I didn't ask for them. Trust me. I could have. I could have left my phone outside of the yonder pouch, and we wouldn't be in this situation right now.
Mm-hmm. Then
Nigga.
y'all talking
But I
about
feel,
like the grades, like the phones are distractions. Well, and y'all getting these zeros and F's on paper. No, me and Peyton, we had this teacher, Miss Johnson. Whew, we came a long way. But like half of the 10th grade student body failed that class. It was an honors geometry class. Some of us failed it until well half y'all ain't even half y'all didn't even pass it. Well,
geometry is a little hard. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I passed the class. Now I don't know about Peyton now.
I did actually. Thank you.
What was that grade?
Yeah, I still passed. I don't care what the fuck it was. I passed.
What that grade was a D, wasn't it?
Eh,
Oh
Did
man,
I go
hey,
to summer
it's
school?
passing. It's
No,
Did
passing.
I go to
Micah.
summer?
Micah had a
On
C
me.
though.
Did I go to
Micah had
summer
a C
school?
though.
I passed. I
Micah
don't
had a
care.
C though. But like thing is, we didn't have our phones, so there was no distraction. It was just like it was a
After you
disconnect from the
start riding
student
her dick
to the
at the end of the
teacher.
year,
Like it was a
I get your ass.
disconnect. And I never used that yarn pouch. Never did.
On me, I ain't either.
I feel like the school system in general, the public school system in general, is like a pre-prison, though. That's how I feel about it.
And they're
Like,
like, what is that? The school to prison pipeline.
cause think about it. In elementary, you gotta raise your hand to go to the restroom. You gotta like when you do go to the restroom as a whole, you gotta walk in the line. You gotta be quiet. You get in trouble when you talk. Y'all ever thought about that? You get in trouble when you
Literally, like
talk.
that's crazy.
And then they got the bathroom. I don't know. They still got the bathroom monitor. I don't know, but you got somebody watching you use the restroom. You got people
Like the
watching you eat
overseer at the
food.
plantation.
Okay, so the elementary school I went to in third and fourth grade, it was legit like okay, it was legit a prison. So okay, I go to school. We did not talk the whole day, mind you. I'm 7 years old, 6 years old, third and fourth grade. We couldn't talk the whole time. Like during lunch, during breakfast, we couldn't talk. They played jazz, nigga. Nigga, it was worse than jail. They played jazz. The food that we ate, it looked like prison food. Like it's just certain things that was just I feel like it was extreme, and especially for elementary kids, it was definitely extreme because I'm 6, 7 years old. Nigga, I'm not. I'm. Is there's no way I'm not finna talk the whole day.
Mm-hmm.
Like other than
Like
answering the
to
question.
like to add on what you saying, I feel like it's abnormal for a group of kids to be around each other and not say nothing. Like you would want,
Literally.
like your natural instincts will be one. I want to socialize with these guys because I probably don't have another sibling at home, or my mom probably always. You feel me? Like you don't know what the circumstance might be. So to get in trouble for talking is crazy to me, though. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
don't understand it.
Like, and I'm a name drop, man. If you got a kid, I feel bad for you. Cause like, think the last time that I stopped walking in the line was 8th grade. That means middle school. We had to be quiet. It was slant. You had to raise you had to do a little art for the
Nigga,
bathroom.
not even that. It was like for me, we had to earn that shit. Like not walking in
Oh
line.
yeah, we had to
We
earn it.
had to earn it. we didn't earn that shit till about the end of the damn year, so it didn't even matter. Like we didn't earn that shit to the end of the year.
So you telling
So if I'm
me
being honest, the
13 and
first
14 year
time,
olds are still walking in lines?
literally, like who do I look like? And like the fact that I can't have my phone out during lunch is kind of crazy. Like I feel like at school, okay, there's a time and a place for a phone. Like during class, okay, yeah, you shouldn't have your phone out. But if I'm at lunch, I'm socializing with other kids. Why can't I have my phone out? I just feel like that's stupid.
I low key disagree with that. Ain't no time and no place for no phone. If I want to have my phone, I have my phone. As long as it's not up loud, as long as I'm not interrupting you from teaching. So what's the problem?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel about it.
I agree with that too. But like
You ain't
back
put
to
in on this phone,
what we were saying, like if the teacher tell you to put your phone up, like the
then
kids get
I'll
disrespected.
probably put it up. I'll probably put it
But that's you. Other kids don't do that. Like it's other like you have to look at other kids'
Oh,
perspective.
you
Some of
ain't
these
paid for
kids
my
are
phone. My mom
disrespectful.
paid for this. My mom on the
Literally,
phone.
like it's
Like,
just like
Hey, that's their favorite one. I'm on the phone. I'm texting my mama. That's their favorite.
right.
That's their favorite one. Hey, that's crazy though. I ain't gonna lie.
all right, we need to get into some of these topics because this shit
Okay.
gonna be long. This shit gonna be long as hell.
I guess we go off the first one. It is believed that black men love a girl with a thick ass.
Wait. Repeat that.
It is believed that black men love a girl with a thick ass.
I feel like that's natural for a male anyway. You feel me? Like a male, he like that's what he attracted to. Like for women, like this, like he just attracted to women. Like this new generation, man. Like these BBLs getting crazy, man. Like these joints look like
You know our
this.
lunch lady
These
Micah,
joints look like this to the
bro.
side.
Do you see the lunch lady Micah? Bro, her ass does not I swear, I don't know where she got a BBL from on a lunch lady salary. I don't know where she went to get this shit, but her
It was
butt
not
does not
BBL.
match her body at all.
He
Like
had to get that joint out the
it's
Happy Meal.
clearly a BBL.
Now you know who had the best BBL? Miss Oates.
That is not that's I don't know what she did.
Hold up, bro.
Cause
I'm
like she
trying to
used to
figure,
be like I don't know.
man, because she was skinny. Then she was like, damn, like, ain't no
Literally.
beans, cornbread, and whites did all that now.
Nah, but back to the question. I mean, I just feel like it's preference. Cause
Hmm.
like it don't really matter to me. You know, you a fine looking girl. You can get it. I mean,
I agree with that too. Like I feel like the face is really important to me because I wanna have kids in life, and I feel like I really want my kids to look up the part, and like usually the thick females they got that coat bottom. Hey, they low key be ugly, dude. And like
Also,
okay, let me go off of this. Let me go off on this. Like it'll be a female that looks so good. I'm talking about like she got that body yada yada. She got the face. She got the voice. She got everything. You talk to her personality could be so garbage, and you just keep trying to make it work. And dude, don't I feel like don't hey, if you watching, don't do that. Don't try to if the shoe don't fit, don't make it. Don't make it. You can't squeeze into that shoe. Don't you can't force that though. Like if she ugly, I feel like oh yeah, back to what I was saying. Like I feel like if you want to have kids and it's a female, she got like a big booty dude, and like I feel like a female that look way better would be a smarter decision because she probably got a better personality. She probably got stuff going in her life. She don't want to be no model. She probably don't show her body off like that. And she, she'll have you some beautiful kids. I mean, that's how I look at it.
hmm.
Versus,
But like, it's like the big booty girls are the most ugliest. I'm
yeah,
thinking, like, Peyton,
I
you know what I'm
agree.
talking about?
Uh, like, like, and like in Memphis, on we say like if we see a big booty girl and she got like an ugly face, like, we'll be like put a trash bag over her head.
Okay. That's how it be. That's how it
With a trash bag, yeah.
Put in the pillow. Do something, man.
Yeah, you got to cover
Ask
that
y'all
up.
something.
You got to put a Halloween mask or something, man.
be.
Yeah.
Hey, that ain't just in Memphis. We said that everywhere. Shit.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
good.
that trash bag come in handy. You know, just use garbage.
On me.
Just for garbage.
All right. You want to get to our next question?
Yeah, I'm reading them. Like we hit on some of these already.
Literally.
Um, we all seen it. Kids and teens like they dedicate their life to sports. Then they don't make it like pro, like D1. Then they at Walmart showing everybody their highlights.
Um.
Oh,
Oh
no.
Y'all know how they be. Oh, I could have been pro. You seen the highlights? I could have been pro.
Hey,
literally.
I
He
feel like
gave out.
this. I feel like this though. I don't really. Hey, why Walmart though?
That's
Walmart showing that. Hey, it caught me off guard, but I don't know. Like that's kind of like a question I really don't know about. I feel like certain people, like you can tell if you got like you can tell that certain people got the potential and they effort is a really good thing you gotta have in sports. You gotta show effort. You gotta want to be better. You gotta want to be the best player on the team, and you gotta be willing to lead these other guys so they can. It's always they say it's always room at the top, and when you get to the top by yourself, it get a little lonely.
That's what I'm saying. But not even that. You gotta have options. If you you gotta think if I don't make it, what I'm gonna do. But
Yeah, you gotta have a
okay,
backup
like
plan. That's yeah.
so plan A, you put everything you got into plan A. But if plan A don't work, then you got a plan B. Cause like plan A ain't always gonna work.
that.
So even if you do put all your all into plan A, that still doesn't mean it's gonna work. Like you gotta have something to back that up. Cause like if we go, even if we go back to now, the only reason Brody got into the NBA, like no disrespect,
Was it that?
is let's be honest, because of his dad. They
Dude, I
said
don't
when
feel
he
like
did,
Bronny that good anyway.
Come on.
literally, no, I think everybody's saying that. And if
Bronny's better.
when he, yeah, definitely. When he did his whatchamacallit, they said he's like he wasn't like recommended to go to the NBA. And the fact that he went 55th is crazy. And I just feel like it was like he put in the work, but like his work, like he had more, he had to do more.
Hmm.
Like you gotta earn your spot. You can't just like
It's just
I,
like
I
with the Deion Sanders situation. Deion Sanders, he gonna make sure his son start as a QB. He always gonna
literally.
make sure that. And I feel like that's the same thing with LeBron. Like I feel like I don't know, but like I was not to get off topic, but I was listening to I think Charleston White. Charleston White. I listen to Charleston White a lot.
Mhm.
He was saying Deion Sanders, because y'all know he was coaching for Jackson State, right?
Yeah,
And he left HBCU to go to an all white, like a mostly white school though. Like I felt that kind of crazy too though. Like you ain't been hearing nothing else about Jackson State. You don't even know who the head coach is, do y'all?
but not now.
Okay then. So hey, like he left black. See, that's why I feel like every black person got a price. They offer it. They show Coach Prime the number. He did.
Hmm.
Like I feel like people y'all see as heroes and they not dude, they not ain't no I feel like ain't no such thing as a good person. Everybody mess up. And all black people got a price.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just how I feel about
And like just to like sum it up, like everybody ain't gonna make it pros because like you always gonna have your LeBron, your Curry, and your Michael at every school. But like that's just at my school, at your school, like that's everywhere. There's always gonna be that
Literally, like
one special person.
there's some good students, like there's some decent players at our school, but we know these niggas they have the potential to be there if they work their ass off,
Mm-hmm.
but they really don't want to put that grind in. Like they playing the game. What y'all gotta understand is the like LeBron, that nigga did nothing but play basketball. Like he put in the work. You can't focus on different things. And I feel like as a kid, that's what we doing. LeBron went to the NBA at a high school level. He didn't go to college at all. He went straight from high school into the NBA. And I feel like that's the mentality that these high schoolers have to have if they really want to make it, because you have to grind for that shit until you get to where you want to, or you're not gonna make it.
But I feel like
Because
that's just like not to cut you off, but that's just like us right now. Like we talking about a lot of black problems that happen in our community, but we just talking about it. We can't. It's just three of us. We don't have the power to fix all these issues. We just talking about it. So to go back what you were saying is, dude, like players they just can't talk about it like they about to go to the NBA. You got to put in some NBA work.
Mm-hmm.
literally,
That's what I'm saying. That like just talking about it, that ain't enough. You got to
Like
put
you
in
also
some
gotta have
work.
that academic, cause like
You got to
like
put in some work.
like what's gonna be your fallback plan? Let's say it don't work.
Right.
Like people who dedicate their life to sports, you don't got majority don't got like the athletes, they don't have the smarts with it. Especially at our school, some of them athletes, not the smartest tool.
Right.
literally.
Right.
Well, all right. Next topic.
Let me find one. All right, this is gonna be one right here. Was segregation beneficial for black people?
Wait, what you mean by that?
Like, was segregation beneficial for black people?
I'm gonna let you start off with that because I really don't know how to answer that question right now. I'm gonna let you
I
start
really
off.
don't know how to answer it either.
It a 50-50. So like segregation, we all came together. We had our own businesses, we had our own barbershops, we had our own churches, and this and that. But then like when desegregation came along, that's where like it got divided. Like because up to your black businesses, it got shut down, it got ran down, and stuff like that. Like there is pros and cons to segregation. Yes, like the cons was we couldn't get the education that we got today. We
Yeah,
couldn't
that's what I was
vote.
gonna say.
Like we couldn't vote, and we were just black versus white, separate but equal. But I guess the pro would be like we had our own businesses and we all came together. Look at all the movements that happened during segregation. That's where the most of the movements came from. Civil rights movement, the bus boycott movement, and everything else.
I agree to an extent.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say 50-50. I would say like 75-25.
Yeah.
And I'll say 75 it didn't, because like we needed a lot of smarts, but we didn't have the resources because they wouldn't give it to us.
Mm-hmm.
And because we didn't have those resources, it kind of fell back on us. So we had to fight for those same opportunities. Um, but I feel like, okay, going back to some of the stuff we was talking about a minute ago. Um, it's crazy how like some of these black people fought for us, but like we don't even take advantage of it nowadays. Like there's a lot of stuff that we need to take advantage of, but we don't. Phones, as example, like we have all this technology, we really don't even take advantage of it for real, because we could really be smarter than what we are. Everything's on the internet. Like you
Mm-hmm.
really don't even have to go to school to learn something. If you really didn't want, like if you just wanted that knowledge, you can gain that knowledge from the internet.
The way AI is, yeah.
And like I just feel like we not using a lot of the stuff. But and that's why I feel like so I'm gonna say it really didn't benefit us because like because of the black people that helped us get out of segregation to help us benefit more um from the help of white people, well some white people because like they had to fight for it.
Mm-hmm.
um it really didn't like being separated because being separated didn't help us because we wasn't really getting the knowledge that white people had, because now all the knowledge in the world is like
At
we
your
don't have to,
fingertips.
yeah, we don't have to like go look for it, or like we don't have to beg for it. We can go do it ourselves. But do we do it? No.
No.
Do we want to learn? Do we want to learn more? No. Like
I feel
everything
like
is on the internet, but like it they still don't take advantage of it.
I feel like segregation could be a good thing though. That probably could segregation could have been a good thing for black people to stick together. We probably could have made our own schools. We probably could have made
Well, we
our
did.
own.
HBCUs.
Not no, I'm saying like back then, like when yeah, that's true, but like later on that came.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like it could have been an opportunity that we could have took to have our own, like have our own communities, have our own schools, like we could have had some all black schools, we could have had all of that. But I feel like black people underestimate themselves a lot, man. Cause I feel like like low key, I feel like like I said earlier, we don't really have the power to be racist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's just how I didn't really have an opinion on segregation like that, but I just felt like that though.
Mm-hmm.
We could have took advantage of it to do our own thing, kind of.
Like we could have, but there is like what Peyton was talking about. There's like lack of resources, and another thing, like I noticed just by just looking at history, we are still fighting for the same thing that we fought back then. Same thing Dr. King fought for and all that. We still are today. Like police brutality and like this and not like the equal liberty. I think I probably said that totally wrong. It's just like being black and like being in America. I'm not saying like it was the same as it was once back then, but I was in the store once and this lady she clutched her purse because she seen I was just black. Like that same thing that happened back in the days. Like we still fight for the same thing that happened.
That's crazy. Oh,
If I wasn't saved,
All right.
oh, mean to laugh, but
if I wasn't saved,
they caught me off guard. They caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting you to say that. It might be because did you have braids at the time?
no free forms.
That's real. That's why. That's why the afro. The afro. That's why. That's why.
All right, we gonna have to wrap this up in a minute because I
Yeah,
think we're going on. Yeah, we going on for a little while. All
seven
right,
minutes.
yeah.
I think we.
I think this is gonna be our last topic. We gonna wrap it up
All right, let's
because
do it.
yeah, let's go. You haven't really talked about the how you feel about Trump. I feel like that's probably really what people want to hear
Mm.
about. What do you how you feel? Because I feel like this recent campaign. Um, I don't know how to feel about either of them. I don't like either of them, if I'm being honest. Because Joe Biden just old as
Old as
hell,
hell.
and then Trump is just,
Trump.
yeah, yeah. I don't know how to feel about it.
I feel like I don't know, man. I really got this flag to troll, but like I was doing my research a little bit on Trump, and something y'all probably never heard of is Trump used to give out loans and he gave this loan to this black woman, and I think it was about maybe 5 or 10 grand, and he told her not to pay it back, and not even that. Like I feel like Trump was like he always give his thanks to God though. Like I remember I was watching one time and he was like, people say I'm the most popular man in the world, and he was like, no, God, the man upstairs. He was like the man upstairs is the most popular, but not even that though. Like I just feel like I don't know because it could be I don't know, but I feel like it ain't no such thing as a good person. So like I mean, some things he can do, like straight, like he did the First Step Act. He gave money to HBCUs. He did a lot of stuff for the black people, but to go to the I feel like the border. I feel like that's a big problem. The border, and y'all probably thought it was racist for him to build that wall, but if you think about it, like these people in Texas, they gotta shoot these people. Like when they get off their property, they're bringing diseases. I mean, not diseases, but they bringing these drugs and stuff. Man, they committing a lot of crimes in Texas, and I don't think it's being racist, but it's just being cautious in a sense.
I agree with you. Cause like that's one thing I was with Trump for was like building that wall. And I think there was like on the presidential debate, he was talking about like the black jobs, how immigrants come to America and they take the black jobs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah,
Um,
that too.
I, well, I feel like at this point, I don't think Trump, because Trump used to like genuinely, if I'm being honest, back like way back then, Trump actually used to be a good dude. He like I, if y'all have watched Fresh Prince, he was on an episode of Fresh Prince of Bel Air,
Current
and I
passed out.
think he, yeah, and I think he was trying to buy their house, and like from that episode, he genuinely seemed like a good dude. I feel like something happened because like he didn't act like what he does now. He I feel like he acts arrogant and just like an asshole. I feel like he really just like he tries to make it seem like he's thinking about others, but he really just thinking about himself.
Mhm.
And I feel like and the reason and the stuff I have to back that up is like the loans, the all the money he owes. Like he just does all that he does all that shit to like save his ass. And the fact that and I feel like him saying like even him like he does give thanks to God, but like the people that support him, they think of him as a fucking god. Like these niggas like will bow down to this nigga. Like the shit that they will do for this man is kind of like outrageous. And the fact that he has all these fucking felonies and the only thing he got was house arrest or whatever the hell is kind of crazy to me. It's because like
Maybe somebody black.
if it was a black man, they would put that nigga under the fucking jail. And
Would have been.
that's really just how I feel. I just feel like it's not equal, and he because he has so much power, he's arrogant and he's getting like, cause like I genuinely like I said, I genuinely think he used to be a good dude, but like now that he knows he has this much power in his hand, he's getting arrogant. He's getting like, um, what's the word? Like for people with in higher power, and they just like lose control. What's it called? Y'all know what I'm talking about, but like I just feel like he knows the what he knows he can do shit and get away with it, so he's gonna do that shit.
Like he acts all high and mighty. I think that's what he's getting there. And like money will do it because I was always here like they'll say money is the root of all evil.
Yeah,
But I feel like with what Peyton was saying was like he do stuff for him. When Trump was in office, he didn't do nothing to benefit him. Like the money, he donated it. Like the money he made from being a president, he donated it. Like he didn't have no get no benefit from being the president.
that's not being a person that has nothing to do with like without, but like the money. This nigga is like he is a kind of sort of a billionaire, so to speak, because he owes a lot of money. But like, anyways, power and like his other generations, them niggas was billionaires. Like he didn't need the money,
On a
and that's
clan.
what I'm saying. Like it's not about the money. It's really just about like he knows that he has the power, so like he's gonna use it. But if you have anything else that you can say, because I think we're gonna have to wrap up in a couple of
Yeah, we
seconds.
got down to 40 seconds.
We can wrap it up.
All right.
All right. This is the KTB podcast. I'm your host, 615 favorite nephew.
Your co-host, P from 803.
What's going on, y'all? It's too smooth, man. It was a pleasure being on their podcast, man. I liked it, man. Y'all make sure y'all go follow me on IG at exclusive.toosmooth. That's exclusive.toosmooth. Make sure y'all tap into this episode. To the next one.
We're gonna invite you back too.
All right. We can do that.
All right.
All right, man. It was nice, man.
All right.
All right.
I see.